Hey y'all, Nick Horton here, the Iron Samurai, and this is another episode of Weightlifting Academy. We are right in the middle of another 21-day squat challenge, and of course, one of the questions I get asked through the ether is how on God's green earth can we have our lifters squat heavy every single day, often to a miss, without getting hurt? That's a reasonable question, especially since the wider strength training community out there has a tendency to be a little deeper down the dumb jock category than I am comfortable with. And what that means is that there's a lot of ugly misses, ugly lifts when the weights get heavy. And that is what we do not do. The trick to lifting heavy every single day is to be very smart about your technique. To me, failure means bad technique. Period. No exceptions under any circumstance. That doesn't mean you can't go heavy. In fact, you can go as heavy as you possibly can so long as your technique is always good. Then for a beginner, that really means you're probably not going to actually drop a barbell onto the floor. You're probably not going to really miss because your technique, you're not very good at keeping good technique all the way to the failure point. There's that gray area where you could make the lift, but it's going to be grindy and ugly and your back's going to round and just hideous stuff's going to happen. That's unacceptable. Instead, what I want you to do is to keep your good technique, and as soon as it starts to go to shit, then you stop. That's your fail. Good enough. As you get better and more advanced, however, what's going to happen is that little gray area is going to shrink down. And so good technique will be maintained all the way until bar drops on the floor. And that's it. That there's none of that gray area at all. You never do that. It's always good, 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 and then, oh shit, bar's on the floor. I'm done. So let's take a look at Eli doing exactly that. All right, real quick, let's watch Eli miss this squat. Big old fucking fail from Eli, but a healthy one, a good one. He gets all the way down to the bottom. Look at that. This is bottom. He's looking good. Back's nice and locked solid. He starts coming up and gets right about, that's pretty good. I mean, he gets all the way up here. He's still pretty solid. And then the instant he realizes he doesn't have it, boom, he's out. That's it. Boom. Notice how there's no moment here where his back starts to get all roundy and ugly. He's not doing some ugly, stupid-looking grind with bad technique. Here, this little old dude, I mean, Eli's not a big guy, man. He's a 77-kilo lifter, and he's squatting 220 kilos right here. I'll just let you do the math. It's a lot. And way fucking heavier than him. And it could crush him. It could really cause some serious damage if he was doing it stupidly. Instead, pop! He's done. Fuck that shit. I'm out. And that is it. That's all it takes. It's not magical or crazy or anything. There's nothing special about how it's possible to do really hard work and be smart about it at the same time. You can do both. It's not a paradox to be smart and strong at the same time. It just seems that way, especially when you spend a lot of time on YouTube.